I've just come outside, my YouTube friends, to show you the orchids that I grow outside, and I'm going to bring them inside just to let you have a look at how they're coping being outside. And a moment ago we had sunshine, and now we've got the rain again, so I'm going to have to quickly bring them all inside, and I'll give you a quick peek at how they're doing. There are pros and cons for growing orchids outside, and one of the problems is the slugs. But anyway, let's just take you inside. See, we've got blue sky there, but behind me there's a lot of grey skies. Bear with me. So I'm doing this in stages, so please bear with me. Right, I'll go and get some more now. So this is the view from the kitchen window. So when it's a rainy day like this, I often stand there and look through the window, and if I come into the little dining room, we see the other parts of the garden, and very enjoyable it is. Anyhow, that isn't why I brought you in today. Let me have a sip of my coffee, please. Now, all these, I can't believe that I've got all these outside under that little potting, or on top of that little potting area. And then I'm going into panic thinking, goodness gracious, when they come to bring these inside, where am I going to put them all? But never mind. So let's start with the ones that I potted up, which is the Dendrobium Delicatum. And this is the one. These are the back bulbs. Okay. And this is the one that's potted up in just the coconut husk. And let's just see those roots. I mean, at the end of the day, they'll grow or they won't grow. And it sits in that pot there, and it'll go back outside, and until at least the first frosts. But it doesn't. I can't have it too wet, because the new roots will rot off. But you see, when I say it's capable of flowering, there's one where it may well find the strength to flower. And let's show you this one. So this is the other part. And this is all in organic media now, So I still keep pulling these little bits of flaky sheaths off. Now I didn't actually remove that one, and I don't know why I didn't remove that one, because most of them, if they hadn't got any leaves on, I think I removed them, but why I didn't remove that one I have no idea. Anyway, so some of these new growths have been splattered with the rainwater from this pumice, but it will clean itself. And so we've got that one, we've got that one. I think, believe it or not, that's 1, 2, 3, I think I counted 7 new growths. 1, 2, 3, we've got one in there, that's 4, 5, 6, let me have a look, maybe we've only got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh no, and the one round the back here is 7, so we have got 7 new growths coming up, and this just sits outside now, half tucked under, and the other half is this is this part here. This part is exposed and gets the rainwater, but up to now the repotting hasn't harmed it at all, and you see that's already got a sheath in there, as well as these other nubbins, and that's got a sheath in there as well. And I'm not sure whether any of these others will actually flower. I think maybe these were just the old canes, but the new growths are coming from those old canes. So there we go. So that's Dendrobium Delicatum. Again, this will stay outside, but I'm hopeful that we might get blooms this year on that one. And I'm just going to bob that one down into the sink area. I've not been as active on YouTube just lately. I've had a few health issues. Well, people over, my age, they're lucky if they don't have health issues. And but never mind. I mean, I've decided to just take it easy, and today's is not a bad day at all. Right, Masdevallia ignea. And what can I say? The darn slugs got at this one. That one. This one. And it really ritzed me off, that did, because this was one night when I had them actually in the coal frame, and I actually left the lid off. You see that one? That one's a little bit bent in there. And let's see. Don't know whether I can actually release that one, but I'll check that afterwards. So that's ignea, and like you can see, the roots are fine, and it's sending new growths out. But I've had that problem with the slugs. Same with this one. And see that bit? And what's this one called? Veitchiana. Look at that. They just shred them. I'm gonna have to trim that now. They just completely shredded them. So that really, I tell you. And when I take them back outside, I'm going to actually leave these on the footpath, on the path outside, just to allow the rain to penetrate these Masdevallias. and then they can go inside later. But so we've lost 2 there, but we've got another one there coming through. I'm hopeful. But actually the Masdevallias do like it outside. I mean, they didn't like that hot weather. Don't get me wrong, they didn't like that hot weather at all. See, there's another one that's gone. I think it just died off. Let's have a look underneath. I've got new growths coming there, can you see? And again, this one will go outside. This is Bonplondii. And let's have a look. See, this is a new growth here, a new leaf. But I'm going to have to be careful with this one. There, you see, we've got another one there, trying to grow. And it's just when they're at that stage, and when they're just taking off, that if you're not careful, and you see the 3 new ones there, if you're not careful and you have them outside, that's when the slugs will come up and shred them. So those are the Masdevallias. I've got another one here, which is a Masdevallia, and which is this one? No ID. This must be one from Kathy, but I've got a new growth there. Got another new growth just tucked in there, and I've got a yellowing leaf, which I'm not worried about. And again, this will go outside, and those roots will be allowed to be wet through before I take them, tuck them underneath again. Now let's have a look what we've got now. Now I'll be going upstairs shortly because I need to water off the mounts, and I've got my frags that I need to water. So we've got plenty now of nice rainwater. This is Dendrobarium Grass, and I need to put a stake in here. Those are those 2 new growths which are coming along fine. That's the lifeblood of this plant. That cane's no good, that's dead. This one might have a little bit of life still in it, but that quite likes it outside, and that hasn't been affected by any of the slugs. Now this one, I've just put some moss on the top. This is one of Kathy's, and this is a Dendrobium Kingianum. See, look at that. Now I'm not sure whether that's just sun damage or what, but I've not taken the leaf off. That's the newest growth this year, and the reason I put sphagnum moss on was because it had got a lot of roots there. Can you see the roots? And when we were having that really hot spell, I needed to protect those roots, so I just put some moss on the top to keep them hydrated, because it's otherwise it's just potted in organic media. And you see, otherwise it's quite healthy. And if you look at it that way, this one's going to be quite a big plant. Okay, so let's have a look at these 2. Okay, now this one, this is Dendrobium King Zip Red Splash. This is one of mine, which I completely neglected because I didn't know really how to grow them. But since this has been outside for the summer, it has absolutely loved it. And I think these few here, 1, 2, 3, were the new growths it produced this season, and I think that one, so you can see how weak they are. Alright, but then, like with the Dendrobium Delicatum, and you see, we're on the second spurt, and we've got 2 new growths coming out from that area. So hopefully, well, these will be kept outside until we get the frosts. Now this one, this isn't, I'm not sure whether this likes it outside or not. It sheds 1 or 2 leaves, and this is the Stelis Argenta, and it doesn't like to be too dry. But there again, you see, look, got a shredded leaf there. So, and you see the roots there. So what I'm going to do with this again is leave it outside on the path in the rain, and then I won't have to water them today. Right, so let's just have a look at these. Some of these are good, some are not so good. Some have got ID, some haven't. This is Dendrobium, Kingianum, Ellen. And let's have a look at this one. It's in one of those little pots. Got a nice growth there, a nice leaf. That's this year's growth. And that one. So the 2 weak ones. Oh, listen at the rain. They're 2 weak growths, but I'm going to take this little bit of pumice off and just throw it on the Dendrobium Kingianum. Sorry, Delicatum. So there we are. That's that one. Got an ant. I'll have to kill that. This is just a few that I bobbed in this pot from Kathy. No idea what they are. Put that in there. This one's Dendrobium Fembury Artem var Oculatum. This is from Kathy. Thought this was dead. But we've got a little tiny cakey there, and we've got a cakey there. So, let me see there. So, I'm not sure. This one is Alcostylis MS Sunlight. Sorry. I do apologise about this. I think my viewfinder's taken a turn for the worst. It won't retract in. I'll come back and finish this video. I do apologise.